if you wanted to let other Americans know something about Islam or about Muslims, what would you say to Americans across the country?
Well, I would say is that we should break barriers between us and remove all misconceptions. And the best way to do that is to study Islam and find out what is Islam about. Also, what happens is because of a few Muslims doing wrong, people tend to paint the entire picture with one brush, right? And that is to label all Muslims and to place them in that category. And so what we want from the Muslim, firstly, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that, and he emphasized in one of his quotations that you will not be a total believer, that is a good Muslim, until you render the rights of your neighbors, until you take care of your neighbors, until you are kind to your neighbor. So our neighbors, the community that we live in, and we live with other communities around us and other religions, we Muslims would like to live in harmony with all other cultures and all other communities. We respect that, and we also request the same from the other side, that they should also respect our views and our practices and our culture, though it might be difficult. Also, we want to break these barriers between us, and the question is, how do we break these barriers, or how do we establish a good relationship with other communities around us? And that's not by following the media blindly, but that will come about when we do a research with Islam. We start studying Islam ourselves. We do a self-study, and we go to those scholars and educated people in this religion, and to talk with them and to have a conversation and ask questions and to remove all misconceptions that are there inside us. So studying Islam, meeting people, meeting Muslims for that reason, and we would like people not to be judgmental at the same time because of appearance of somebody or the way he dresses. We would say, that's his own choice, his or her choice, and maybe they find peace and solace and contentment in that way of life, or that lifestyle that they are choosing, and which ultimately that is the goal of every human being, to get peace, to get contentment in this life, and not to have a life which is full of pressure and this type of things. So people find solace, peace and comfort in various things. So you find a person who is a practical Muslim might find his comfort and his contentment in following his religion, maybe adhering to religion more strictly and be more devoted to his religion, to God. And you will find that this is something that promotes comfort around him also at the same time. So freedom of choice, just like how you'll find a person who colors his hair pink or,
right.
or purple, maybe they find some comfort in that. So we don't judge that person because of his appearance. We respect whatever they do. It's according to their own inner contentment. If it satisfies them, well, good for them. Similarly, you'll find people that maybe dress differently and practice their religion differently. They pray differently, and maybe it seems backward, but we will not. It will not be good that people start judging them to say these people are backward. As far as faith is concerned, as far as ideas are concerned, we would say that we are, as Muslims, we are up to date. We are up to date with times as far as our jobs are concerned, as far as our challenges are concerned, our social life is concerned. But just there are certain things which there are differences. We would want people to respect that.
I know you guys here in Pleasanton, there's a pretty tight-knit community, right, of Muslims practicing Islam. Lastly, I just wanted to ask you, and this is kind of a personal question, a personal note, I guess as far as Muslims go, or Islam, or even personally, you see this upcoming 2008 presidential election. Are there any issues you think that are pertinent to Islam or personally that you're really concerned with, either in California or as far as a nation goes?
As far as the elections are concerned, well, I know that the Muslim community, those that are citizens here, they do vote, and they will be voting, in this coming elections. And just there are a lot of challenges that we are facing here in this country. We would require and request a lot of support, from the communities around here and from those that are going to be elected, that they support us in our causes, and that is basically building mosques, purchasing land and these type of things, and running schools is a big challenge here. So by politicians also doing their part in supporting us, that will be a great plus for us.
And is there anything, I just wanted to ask you this, and just between you and I, are there anything that the Islam community here is doing as far as outreach programs to other people from all walks of life around here?
Yeah, our Islamic centers does have an outreach. Most of the Islamic centers have outreach committees, which do spreading. They spread the word of Islam in different communities. Also, we have open houses. Most of the masjids, most of the mosques that I know here do have open houses. That is when a certain day where all people of that community are invited to come and witness our prayers, and if they have any questions, they are free. They are free to ask those questions, and a lot of literature is distributed.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, our center here, and I know other centers too, they are open most of the time. 5 times a day we have prayers, so we are open 5 times a day, and people tend to come and visit us at different times.
Mm-hmm.
Especially on Friday, there are people that come, non-Muslims too, at certain times, in the ladies section or sometimes in the male section. And they do come and they listen to the lectures, and they take notes, and probably take a Quran with them, and that's a good way to educate the communities around us.
That's great. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I'll see you then, Eric.